Oh yeah, this end right here. This end right here needs to be cut. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, it's pretty bad on this leading edge here, but I could easily get 6 or 7 inches out of this good wood, and even trim this side where I've got this a little off. Interior trim, we've got all the exterior trim here for the fascias, to go over the sub fascias, to go around the window on each side, to go around the door. What I don't have is for the corners, you know, all the board trim stuff. Although I really like the look of the tamarack. It's really a beautiful wood. I think I'm going to attempt to take a look at my upper property where I have a bunch of tamarack and see if there's any I can cut down and let start drying, and then I'll bring them in and work them, and then let the boards start drying while I'm working on projects here. So part of what slows me down on the process of this cabin behind me here is just the fact that I got to make all my wood. As much as I'd like to have it already done, it isn't. And I'm cutting wood as I go, kind of, because it wasn't a plan. I started out last year cutting wood for my timber frame cabin, thinking that this year I was going to start it. Well, then I decided to make this little cabin because I thought it'd be quicker and give me something to be in year round rather than leaving here and going to a friend's place 6 hours away during the winter. I have a Quonset hut, as some of you already know. I haven't even started to put it together. That's another thing I got to do. I thought I was going to get done this year with this, but obviously this wood making takes a whole lot longer than I had anticipated. So live and learn. You guys can see what I'm going through. I do work from, usually I get out around 8 o'clock in the morning, and you know, right now it's probably about 5-ish, maybe 6. Sometimes I work till 6:30. I try to get done around 5. I don't want to overdo this. I want to enjoy my life here. So I'm not working from bell to bell, crack of dawn till night. I'm not going to do that. I could certainly get a lot more done doing that, but I wouldn't enjoy life. And I retired to enjoy life, not to be a slave to work. So all of this I'm doing, I enjoy thoroughly, and I don't regret a bit of this. So, you know, it's all going to come together. It's going to take time. I just want you guys to know that if you get into being off-grid, it's hard work. You better be in good shape. You'll get in better shape. But the 2x4, I can do a 2x4 construction little shed off this with a sloped roof. And I'll add that on later. And what I'm going to do is I got 2 tall propane tanks that I want to plumb into the building. So, but I want to keep them outside, away from the fire, the wood stove, and any chance of any leakage getting into the cabin. Make sure everything's sealed up good. There won't be any leaks anyway. And then we got the lines in there that could cause a problem too if I don't take care and make sure they're leak free. So we'll do that in the proper method and have 2 large tanks to get me through the winter for my water and for my propane stovetop cooker. Although I'm going to cook a lot on the wood stove. It's probably overkill, but I've got a couple years I got to be in this thing while I'm building my main cabin. So to have that in there, if I don't use it, it'll be there for the next year. So I'm good with that. So after I get done putting siding on this place and I have time, I may just get the structure built here so I don't have to put siding on this part, because that'd be one less thing to do. Go to build the little shed off this shed tiny cabin. I'm going to build it right up here somewhere is where the roof line's going to come, and it's going to slope down like this, probably right here. And only thing I'm going to need to do is shingle this end, this gable, and then this part's going to get a metal roof to match the other metal roof, but it's going to slope this way so I can put my propane tanks in here. And I think that'll work just fine. So I won't do anything with this wall. This wall is going to stay just like this, because when I walk in there, there'll be 2 propane tanks. It won't matter. So I'll use a 2x4 off this thing to start that, and I'll have to make some more. That won't be enough, but I'm not going to do 2x6 for this little shed off the end of this tiny cabin. All right, so I'm going to take a 2 1/4 slab off the top of this. It's about a 22 footer. It's got a lot of bad parts on it. It was a dead standing tree that looked like it was close to falling over. And there's lots of woodpecker holes in here, and where they pecked into it, it's got rot. So I'm hoping I can get about a 8-foot, 14-inch wide board that I want to make about 2 1/4 inches thick. That's going to be the base for my lap siding tool that goes on this Norwood mill. It will span these 3 bunkers here, and yeah, that should work out pretty good. I should be able to do 8-foot siding. So let's go ahead and see if this will crank on up here. The beggie. This I'll save for a bench. This is a good piece. That's what I got out of the first one. So this will make a nice little bench to sit on. Alright, so this is the second one. That was the first stuff on the front of it. I don't know that you can see, but this guy here, I did, remove most of the bark. I'm going to cut this part off anyway. And then I've got to cut this side. I'm going to make it a D log again. This one's the base of the same tree, so it's a larger part. I just want to get a couple boards off of it. I may just make all boards off of it. Once I get a couple of them, I'll change it to a standard board. I'll cut the D part off because I'll use it for wood inside. I got to get this bathroom done before anything else so I can get the 100-gallon water tank filled with water, get my shower in there, get it all dialed in as a bathroom. Just get that thing done. I'm not worried about the main part of the building because that can be done while it's adverse weather, but I need to get this stuff transferred into here. So I'll go ahead and just cut a couple more of these because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 2 more. So I need at least 2 more from this. And then I've got another short one for the peak or the gable over here to finish that. So if I can get 2 out of this to add to this stack, I think I'll be in good shape. So this will be a nice interior board. I'll just square it all up later and it'll be an 8-inch board when I'm done with it. whole lot of character to the edges. So I don't know if you can see the grain that's in these things, but I think the tamarack has the nicest looking wood graining of the fir and pine. Pine's really pretty, and I really like fir too, but my favorite's this tamarack. I'm actually thinking I need 6 more of these installations, but I don't know for sure until I get down here, but because I'm going to use R21 also for the ceiling, because I got plumbing and electrical to do through there, and I want to get that done as well as this back wall here. Once I get all that stuff done, the other stuff can wait. But that way I have actually a functioning place in here. So I keep my electrical hooked up, shower running. I got some roofing material here. Some of it's shorter and some of it's long, but anyway. It's a pretty good match to the windows over here. So I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, it's almost actually a perfect match to the paint. Can't go wrong with that. So that's going to look really good. Of course, I'm spending a lot more time on this, making it kind of nice when I really don't need to, but it's not as easy being by yourself to do this stuff. Squared along the edges, should be okay. Hard part is I can't stand up on the roof and do it. It just seemed like it made sense to do something like this. I got it square, so I'll come back and use the roller on it afterwards. All right, off to the other side. You want to roll this out for me? Oh, okay, you got an itch. Scared of heights, I hear. Okay, fine. Then I'll do it. It's funny, I used to be scared of heights. I had to get over it though. All right. Hopefully this will hold okay. And let me get this kind of squared up here. Okay. I may not need to use this if I do it this way. I'm just pulling the paper as I go, although this is the hard part here. I am going to staple it just for in case. I just want to make sure it doesn't come down here. There. All right, thanks again for watching my video this week. I appreciate it. We are getting closer to getting this roof started as far as the sheet metal goes. I am waiting for the roof cap, but I can do the rest of it this coming week. And then the roof caps probably be here maybe by the end of the week. But I'll get that done. And I think I'll go straight on to hopefully milling some siding and starting to get the siding up. So I'd like to get that done. I have a little bit more taping to do. It's some flashing tape. It's 3.75 inch flashing tape. I just want to hit a few more spots with it. Another thing we'll do will be the fascia boards. The final fascia boards will go on there before I start putting the metal roofing on. So I'll get those done probably first. Thank you again. I appreciate watching. I hope that you'll subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Give me a thumbs up if you liked my video. We're doing a lot of milling lately, but that's part of it when you have to make your own wood. Take care. Have a great weekend.